Whoa, hey, sweetheart. I'm okay. Everything is okay. Come here. Shh. I'm alright, baby. I'm alright. I'm assuming you just got back? Otherwise, I figure I would have been accosted by you much sooner than this. Dr. Ziegler has kind of confined me to this one room, and is only keeping me updated on what she's calling a need-to-know basis. Apparently, she's worried if she lets me in on anything, I'm gonna go all gung-ho and hurt myself even more trying to help. So, I've been here for the past day or so, just in bed. Like you see. Darlin, I know my mission didn't go exactly according to plan, but that's... that's kind of the business of it, ain't it? Not everything is gonna go... Yeah. It was rough. I don't want to worry you none. I'm alive. I got out of there pretty much unscathed. Out of all the bad things that could have happened, some cuts, bruises, and a sprained ankle are child's play. Considering, some of the other injuries I've had. I guess. Yeah. You're right. I guess that doesn't really take into account the psychological stuff that goes into missions and stuff. It wasn't the easiest. I'll just say that. Resting really ain't my strong suit, Pumpkin. I don't know how long I can just sit here in bed without going stir crazy. And I've done exactly what Dr. Ziegler's told me. I ain't walked on my ankle for anything more than going to the bathroom, and even then I try to walk on it as little as possible. But it turns out hopping around on one foot while you're bruised to all hell isn't as easy as it looks. I'm alright. I'm alright. Oh, sorry, it's just... I got some smoke all up in my lungs during the fight, and it ain't quite left me yet. Well, cigars are different. Anyways, like I said, I've been trying my best to be careful. Nope. I'm supposed to be resting up until I can confidently walk on my foot without it hurting. I'm figuring at least a few days. At least that's what Dr. Ziegler said. Come here. So everything is gonna be alright, sweetheart. I know you worry about me when I'm out there. Just as much as I worry about you when you go out there. I understand where you're coming from, but I promise you, everything is alright. I'm okay. I'm gonna survive. Nothing worse than a twisted ankle and some bruises. Including some bruised pride. You want me to tell you how I ended up spraining it in the first place? Here. Why don't you come on up here? Snuggle up with me. And I can tell you the whole sordid tale. Well, maybe not everything, but at least the part about me spraining my ankle. Come on now. Snuggle on up. I got enough pillows here to completely drown myself in it if I need. Angela says that sitting up and everything, keeping my foot elevated will help better or something like that. To be honest, I haven't always been the best listener, or follower, really, of medical advice in my life. I'm better than I used to be, that's for sure. A lot changes when you end up losing your arm, but that's not really the story I think we should talk about right now. And while this mission wasn't the easiest either, I like to try to find at least some more light-hearted or better moments to focus on instead of the worst ones. I know that ain't the healthiest thing, Darlin, but just because I like to focus on the good moments don't mean that I'm ignoring the bad ones. It's something I've been working on too. thinking about even going to counseling for it. But again, that's beside the point, sweetheart. You're too good at distracting me. Now, snuggle up real close. That's it. So, everything at this point in the mission's basically all gone to shit. False information, a trap, sabotage, you name it, it happened. So we're working on extractions for everyone since we're scattered all over the place. And I'm holed up mostly safe, trying not to hack up a storm and give away my location since I just escaped from a pretty much obliterated building. So there I am, practically holding my breath as I watch one of the fucking dropships slowly come in my direction. I ain't seen any enemies in the last 10 minutes, and I figure if I can get the attention of whoever's piloting the dropship, it'll be worth the potential blown cover since those things can practically park on a dime and they're big honking things, so I could use it for another cover if need be. The only thing standing in between me and a wide enough open space for the dropship to land is like this 6-foot wall. I'm getting there, darling, I promise. Gotta set the scene so that you can appreciate how truly stupid this injury is. So anyways, hop up, hail a frequency to the comms, and then hop over the wall. No big deal, done it 1,000 times before, and on taller walls than this, nothing to it. But as I land, my boot must have hit a rock or a crack in just the right way for my ankle to give out completely and send me right on my ass, swearing and coughing just as the dropship lands. And when the bay door opens, who do I see but Tracer trying desperately hard not to completely laugh in my face while I'm sitting there on my ass. I try to get up and get the hell out of Dodge because, still in a battlefield and all, but I can't put any weight on that foot without it hurting like hell, so I go hobbling as best as I can over to the dropship, and Tracer is laughing her ass off because she saw the whole thing, and now I'm embarrassed because I just fucked up my ankle jumping over a wall that's shorter than I am, and she ain't even helping me, she's laughing too hard, and I'm just angry and swearing up a storm to cover how absolutely stupid I feel for hurting myself like that on something so simple when I've gone through literal explosions without getting a scratch on me. Eventually, she helped me get settled, but she was giggling the entire ride back. I'm sure I won't ever hear the end of it from her. But I got brought back here and saw to by Dr. Ziegler, and this is where I've been ever since. It's all right. You're allowed to laugh. It's ridiculous. Do you want to talk about your mission? From the way you're acting, I can tell it probably didn't go too well either. You don't gotta talk about it if you don't want, Honeysuckle. I understand. If you just want to lay here and snuggle and talk about anything else, I'm totally fine with that too. I just know sometimes you do better when you're allowed to talk about stuff. And when I'm here to listen and talk it out with you. If I'd have known that Dr. Ziegler was gonna blab, I would have kindly asked her not to. I know you have a right to know, but the fact that she just told you that Jesse is injured and left it at that while you still had 2 days left of your mission was unhelpful at best and cruel at the worst. I can't imagine how worried you must have been. Hell, I would have called you myself had I known that she'd done that. I'll have a talk with her next time we do a checkup because that was seriously not okay. Shh. It's okay, Honeysuckle. Everything is all right now. I can imagine the huge emotional dump your body took after worrying all that time. Shh. Come here, sweetheart. Everything is all right. You know what? We're gonna stay together till my ankle's better. I am personally telling the rest of Overwatch they can piss off until then. Take it up with Angela if they don't like it. It's the least she can do considering the emotional stress she's put you under. Nah, I'm pissed. And rightfully so. This whole thing was completely unnecessary and we need to take time off because of it. Sorry, Pumpkin. I'm so mad that she just left you high and dry and I had no idea. I just imagine myself in the same place as you and it... I'll talk to Dr. Ziegler and she'll sort it out. And I'll make sure that this never happens again. I'm alright, darling. I promise. Just lay here and relax. I've got you. And nothing is gonna change that. Not as long as I can help it. Love you, sweetheart.